Ever get that feeling like you're talking to a brick wall?
Oh, yeah, like trying to explain something simple.
Yeah. And they just don't get it.
Totally.
Like you're pointing to a giant neon sign that says truth.
Haha. Yeah.
And they're squinting at it with a magnifying glass.
I'm totally clueless.
That's what we're diving into today.
Obtuseness.
Obtuseness. We've got this excerpt from a book.
Oh, yeah.
Understanding Obtuseness. Why People Refuse to See the Truth.
Catchy title.
It's really fascinating.
I bet. So what's the deal with these obtuse folks?
Well, the excerpt defines it as this.
Inability to see the obvious.
Exactly. This inability to grasp simple truths.
Right.
But the real question is,
Why?
why? Why would anyone do that? The excerpt suggests a hidden agenda.
Interesting. A hidden agenda?
Yeah, like maybe there's something else going on.
Like what? Give me an example.
Well, they talk about dark money.
Ah, the shadowy world of funding.
Right. You know, those anonymous donations pushing certain agendas.
Yeah. I see where you're going with this.
So imagine a group pouring money into promoting a specific viewpoint.
Regardless of the facts.
Exactly. And people just start parroting those points.
Without even realizing they're being manipulated.
Exactly. So
Right.
it's like they have these talking points,
Perfectly memorized.
but they haven't actually stopped to think critically.
About what they're actually saying.
All right.
So you're saying it's all surface level.
Yeah.
Lacking any real depth.
The excerpt argues that's because it might not even be genuine belief.
It's all external.
Yeah, it's like external forces pulling the strings.
Interesting.
Okay, but I'm thinking,
Yeah.
don't we all need a little bit of that to stand by our convictions?
That's a great question.
Like, when does it become a problem?
It crosses the line when it shuts down honest dialogue. You know, when it prevents us from actually considering other perspectives.
Makes sense.
And the excerpt uses this great image.
Okay.
It talks about a big old bag of money
Uh-huh. Okay.
and how it can shield people from the consequences.
Of being obtuse.
Yeah.
So they can just ignore criticism.
Or even facts. Their lifestyle isn't really affected.
Wow. That's
It's kind of a bleak picture, right?
Yeah, kind of depressing. Yeah. But I'm also thinking,
Right.
not everyone with money's like that.
Oh, absolutely.
We have philanthropists,
Activists.
people using their wealth for good.
Exactly. It's not about the money itself.
It's the motivation behind it,
Yeah. The attachment to a specific outcome,
driven by self-interest.
which fuels that obtuseness.
So it's less about the money and more about the why.
Exactly.
This makes me think about something else the excerpt mentioned.
Okay, what's that?
It's hard to break free from this mindset.
Once it's become a habit.
Yeah.
Ingrained, like a comfortable rut.
And then they brought up this quote by Will Rogers.
Oh, I love Will Rogers.
Live in such a way that you would not be ashamed to sell your parrot to the town gossip.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right.
It's about integrity.
Like if we're living honestly,
We shouldn't have anything to hide.
even from the gossipy neighbor,
Precisely.
it really makes you think.
It does.
Could you sell your parrot to the town gossip?
Without a second thought.
What does that say about the way you're living?
Deep, man. Deep.
Maybe that's the real takeaway here.
What is that?
Obtuseness isn't just about ignoring facts.
There's more to it.
It's about how that impacts our lives.
Our choices, our actions.
Yeah, the way we interact with the world.
Powerful stuff.
It is pretty thought-provoking.
It really is.
Makes you wonder, huh?
For sure. It really does make you think.
Food for thought.
Absolutely.
So much to consider.
So much to ponder.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure. Always a fascinating conversation.
Until next time, see you then.